the All-Star break is over. We're in the business end of the season. The trades are over. There might be a few buyout signings, right? But for the most part, the rosters are locked in. Which player or team has the most pressure on them to pick up their momentum and win the championship this season?
Mo, I'm going to your backyard and I'm going straight to the Boston Celtics and Jason Tatum. And here's why. The Celtics have been knocking on the door for the last 3 or 4 seasons. I think 3 of the last 4 years, they have made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. In 2022, they made it to the finals, ultimately losing to the Warriors. And I know Jason is young. He's going to be 26 in a few days. But, you know, when you're healthy like this, I think arguably they got the best starting 5. They've been totally dominant at home, only losing 3 games thus far at home this season. They have distanced themselves. I think the closest team to them in the Eastern Conference is 8 games behind.
Cleveland, yeah.
So Cleveland. So they should have home court advantage throughout in the Eastern Conference. While over in the West, they're going to be beating up one another because it's to me, it's really treacherous over on that Western Conference in terms of who's going to come out of there. And you get only a few opportunities, as BJ knows. They've got to seize the moment here to get over that hurdle. And I heard him at the All-Star game, you know, when people are asking the question about who's going to become the face of the league. And really what they're talking about, who's going to become the American face of the league.
Yes.
Because the foreign-born players have been the dominant players over the last 5 years in terms of being the MVP. But what American player is going to rise up with LeBron James coming toward the end of his career? And to me, Jason Tatum he wants to throw his name in that hat. And in order to do that, he's got the pressure of having to win the championship, I believe, this year. And it's not just external pressure. I believe he himself is putting that pressure on, you know, that, look, you can't keep going back to the well and not delivering. So I think the Celtics have a lot riding this year on becoming champions, and that would be my pick.
Okay. BJ?
Well, Scott, because Mo and I, we have conversations every day. And I know he's not picking the Boston Celtics.
No.
And he's not giving me the confidence to pick the Boston Celtics. So I'm not going to put any pressure on the Boston Celtics. Because Mo is going to tell me every reason why the Boston Celtics will not win. Well, even when we are at the NBA Finals, Mo is going to tell me why they're not going to win. So I'm not going to pick the Celtics, and I'm not going to put that pressure on the Celtics because no one is a bigger fan, and no one knows the Celtics more than Mo. And I'm going to defer to Mo on that. So
exactly. I will address Scott. I just want to be there to give his answer first.
No, I'm going to defer to Mo on that. I'm going to defer. I'm going to defer.
So you telling me Mo is superstitious?
So no, I'm telling you, Mo is an expert. He's a resident expert of the Boston Celtics, and I'm going to defer to him.
I will tell you this. I will ask you this question.
No. Tell us why the Celtics not going to win.
We're talking about pressure. We're talking about the pressure on them to win.
Yeah.
How old was Michael Jordan when he won his first championship? How old?
BJ?
Yep, 28. How old was LeBron James when he won his first championship?
He's about the same age too.
And Giannis? So
Giannis 27. I mean,
28.
It's 2 years early. It's 2 years, yeah. But had they been knocking at the door like that?
So the fact that he's done more at the age of 25 is putting it's okay, just keep knocking the door. Because in 3 years, when you actually reach the peak of your powers, because we expected, when was the last time you saw a 25-year-old be the best player on a championship team?
But see, we talked about this earlier with the importance of Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday's 33. And he's doing it on both ends. He's got to win with this group he has here now. He's not going to have Jrue Holiday for 5-6 more years playing at this level. He got Jrue Holiday today, and could be a free agent at the end of this year.
Could be. But I don't think that's the pressure on Jason Tatum. That's the pressure on the team. It's not the pressure. It's not on Jason Tatum himself.
I'm just saying. I think there is pressure on Jason Tatum if he wants to be one of the faces of the league,
Mhm.
like he said on All-Star
okay.
Weekend. And so if that's what he wants, he's got to take it now.
Okay, I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
and I
that's
think
all.
I think it's worth bearing in mind, if he hadn't turned his ankle in Game 7 against Miami last season, they would have been the first team to ever come back from 3-0 down.
So,
and
so,
go
Mo,
into the NBA Finals. And the season before, he was playing with a fractured wrist in the NBA Finals against the Golden State Warriors.
So again, if we were playing horseshoes, I would consider that. But we're playing basketball because close counts and whatever, close counts and horseshoes.
I'm just saying what happened. I'm just saying what happened. Okay, I'm just saying what I saw happen. Okay, because we say he's been knocking on the door and he's not been able to get it done. It's not his fault that he turned his ankle. It's like, he was knocking on the door but couldn't get it done another season.
But what I'm saying, look. They went out and got help this summer. They brought in Porzingis and they brought in Drew Holiday. And we've all said on this show, arguably, they probably have the best starting 5 in the NBA. I believe they are like 29 or 26-3 at home, something like that. So they've been playing terrific basketball and they're healthy. Knock on wood for all the Celtic faithful.
You see, I think
assuming if they stay healthy and you get to this point, you got to try to get over the hump and win this thing. Okay. And Jason Tatum is going to be 26, but he came in the league at what, 19?
19.
So what year?
Right?
So what year is this for Jason Tatum? 6, 7?
6, but. This is what I'm saying, though, is it's not like we've seen him knock on the door and then come up massively short, like we've seen James Harden, like we've seen Joel Embiid, like we've seen Paul George. It's not like we've seen him collapse in the playoffs. He's a young player. He's growing. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm actually putting this pressure on him out of respect for him in this game to get over it. Not that I question him or his heart or his want to do it. Yeah, there's been some unfortunate injuries and all. No, I'm saying because he's this good and what he's accomplished to this point, you keep getting back to those conference finals and hopefully in this case, back to the finals. Well, you better get one to win because injuries can happen. A lot of things can happen. That's all. So this is more out of respect.
Okay. Yeah. Because I don't believe in I hear some of your colleagues talking a little bit crazy about my Celtics and Jason Tatum. So I just had to,
who's talking crazy?
This was some context.
I have great respect for Jason Tatum and would love to see him.
I'm just deferring to the resident expert here. to the expert. I don't follow the Celtics as close as Mo.
Okay, BJ. BJ, you tell me.
No, you tell me, Mo. You follow her. I'm not deferring to my expert. I'm just deferring to you on this.
We got more time to talk about the Celtics. We got to wrap up the show here. Which team for you or which player for you has the most pressure to win a championship?
Well, I want to say the Celtics, but I can't say it because I'm deferring to you. I want to say the Celtics. But I can't say that because Mo said they're not going to win a championship, and he tells me every day why they won't win the championship. He tells us on the show why they won't win. He tells us they shoot too many threes. He tells us all of these things. So I can't say the Celtics, even though that's what my eyes say, just like Scott said. Okay.
Exactly.
So I can't say that. So I got to go. I got to respect Mo. Just like I got to, like Scott respects Jason Tatum, I got to respect Mo.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now, if Mo tells me otherwise, then I'll say what I really think, but I can't go against my guy, Mo.
Well, what do you really think? What do you really think?
Well, I can't say it because
you go ahead.
You go ahead. You got to tell me. I can't say that, Scott, out of respect, because you know what I'm saying. I respect Mo. You know what I'm saying.
So you telling me I disrespected Mo?
I'm just saying. Mo and I talk every day. You know what I'm saying, Scott. So you talk to somebody every day. You say, man, maybe this guy knows something I don't know. He follows the Celtics. The man just came from Boston. He stopped back on Boston on his way back home.
Oh, did you go see a practice, Mo?
No, I'm just minding my business, Scott. I'm just minding my business. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just minding my business. Should I tell you the team I think?
Yeah. Tell us the team.
I think it's the Phoenix Suns. They traded away basically everything to build this super team with 3 superstars. Okay. And we talk about Drew Holiday's old. Kevin Durant's pretty old. You traded away the farm for Bradley Beal, who's hardly been here. And then once those 2 guys get older, you've only got Devin Booker. You traded away all your picks. So then how's the future of your franchise looking? You know, you look at the Celtics, Jason Tatum's still only 25. They've still got control of their next 5 first-round picks, X, Y, Z. The Phoenix Suns is the team I'm looking at. You've got new ownership who went in and spent all this money on the luxury tax. You know, you cut your TV deal. Now you're giving away your games for free. You're going to make some of that money back with some championship merch.
Okay. All right. Well,
I mean, as a team, I see where you're going with that.
As an organization.
Exactly with the Phoenix Suns, because of what the offseason moves that they made, and so they went all in. But
I also think similar to that, James Harden, because you've now forced yet another trade. Now you're finally in the place you want to be. You're back home in LA. You finally forced your way to the Clippers. You know, Rockets weren't competing enough. Brooklyn wasn't nice enough for you. Philly playing with the MVP it wasn't good enough for you. So now you're on the Clippers and you're steamrolling in the regular season too. They've been pretty nice. Yeah, let's see if you don't collapse in the second round again.
No, you know, I thought of James Harden, but to me, he's not the man on that team. That's why I went to Jason. The man is Kawhi Leonard. The man is Kawhi Leonard. So, so I don't know that the pressure is the same for James Harden. I mean, he's going to hear the noise that he needs to play better and play well in the playoffs, which he hasn't done consistently over his career. He's made it there a lot of times, but his, performances have been uneven. But he's got Kawhi Leonard leading that charge there.
Must be nice.
You probably could say the same thing for Paul George. You could say the same thing for Paul George.
It's taking all the pressure.
I think Paul George and James Harden both are kind of in the same boat that way. They got to produce.
They better be praying for Kawhi's health.
But they still got a guy that need be, when need be, can take over.
On his day, he can be the best player in the world in the playoffs.
Yes.
But speaking of pressure, just to wrap up and celebrate season 5 of NBA 2K24, you can now play in the My Team Coliseum venue, a massive 60,000-seater arena accompanied. That's earned by completing various agendas across the mode to show that you are a true master of My Team. Season 5 will also include a level 25 Pink Diamond Pistol Pete Maravich and a level 30 Diamond Coach Eric Spoelstra coaching card, along with a level 1 free agent Kevin Durant and level 40 James Harden, the first level 40 Galaxy Opal of 2K24. BJ and Scott, I know that probably didn't make a lot of sense for you, but you guys listening, if you play NBA 2K24, you got to get involved. If you don't play, you got to hit the link in the description to get your copy and help support the show as we keep bringing you episodes. Scott and BJ, thank you for joining us.
Well, I know. I didn't even get a chance to really give my team, so I was really upset.
Go ahead then.
About that.
Well, I can't because take off your headphones. So go ahead.
Well, I can't because Mo.
I'm muting my mic. You go ahead.
I love it, Mo. I love it.
Let's go Celtics. Let's go Celtics. Mo won't say it. Mo won't say
it. Here's what I will say.
Okay, what will you say?
For my little trip, I can give you this information.
The fact that we got Mo to turn off his mic, that is, you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, hey, that's a win for us. That's a win. Yes. That's a win. Yeah. Somebody got Mo to turn his mic off. That's unbelievable.
BJ, I say to you every day, you know the vibes. The vibes in Boston this season are the strongest they've been ever with Jason Tatum there.
Okay, Mo. Okay, well, there we
That's
go.
what I'm gonna say. As the vibe connoisseur.
Oh, exactly. Okay.
So
Mo, what do you?
If the vibes are there, the pressure's there. The expectations are there.
Now, Scott, when the vibes are there, there's no pressure. Scott, listen, let me tell you this. When the vibes are there, you ever be out in a club, there's vibes going on. There's no pressure. There's no pressure to win the championship that night. You're just vibing, having a good time. Now, when there's no vibes going on, it's 4 a.m., the lights are coming on in the club, you're walking out the front. That's pressure. Okay, there's no vibes. That's pressure. Appreciate you, fellas. Make sure you guys subscribe, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast from.
Hold on, let me cut my lights off, Mo. I'm cutting my lights off. I cut my lights off. I feel the pressure, Scott.
Exactly.
Make sure you shoot it again. We're here Monday to Friday every day, and we'll be here every day in the playoffs as well. So subscribe to the Hoop Genius podcast, and until next time, get buckets.